Here's a little history lesson for not only just the baseball fan, but for the sports fan in general. What happened on this date 31 years ago? Does anybody recall? Does it pop up right away automatically to think like, oh yeah, I know what happened on this day? August 12th, 1994 was when Major League Baseball went on strike. That's right. You had no World Series. You had no champion. And to think you had two players that were going for all-time records. Whether it was Tony Gwynn, who batted .394 at the time of the strike, and Matt Williams, who at the time was in the San Francisco Giants, hit 43 home runs to this point. And obviously this was well before Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's single-season home run record. But yes, it was a black cloud for the sport. We know what happened. You had the Montreal Expos. That's right. They were still the Expos at that time. Were in first place in the National League East, and you had the Yankees first place in the AL East, where a lot of people thought that was going to be the World Series come late October. But with that happening in the last big baseball stoppage that didn't last, or I should say that lasted until the early part of April. It's not as if they started late March or the first week of April, the next baseball season. No, it was in the middle. If you recall, they played 144 games in 1995, which baseball thought they would never recover. Now, of course, a few years later, you had the situation with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa bringing baseball back with the home run race, and we know it's been disgraced because of the steroids. But that, of course, is a whole nother story. But on this date, and me as a diehard and big-time baseball fan, I knew that there was a black cloud over the sport. That it was a scenario where a lot of fans didn't come back right away. I sure did, because I love the sport. I can't get enough of it. But to think, this date, when we didn't have a rest of the regular season, we didn't know if Tony Gwynn was going to hit 400, or if Matt Williams was going to surpass Roger Maris, or if it was going to be a Montreal Expo New York Yankee World Series. Obviously, we'll never know, and it's long in our memory banks and certainly in the rearview mirror. But baseball, in its darkest day here, especially in the modern era, was today, 31 years ago.